Morning all. Oh, morning Dan.
Morning.
No, you can't wave. Say hello Dan.
Hello, Dan.
Idiot. Where we going Dan?
To look at places to go and moor.
And
Canal.
yes, and we're also going to have to look for parking. So we're off on a little reconnaissance mission in the van to find somewhere to park,
Find a rubbish point.
somewhere to moor, somewhere to get rid of our rubbish, unlike the people who left theirs here. Because they've opened the gates. So we need to move because we can't be here for Christmas now. Otherwise we will have overstayed, even with the week where the gates were locked. So next few days are supposed to be okay, as in not raining. So we're off. As you can see today, Ernie is sporting his Elvis look with his up collar and the back of his little head. So as we're on the move, we've decided that we should stop here at Florentine once more for coffee and cake before we go. What are you having, Dan?
I'm eating your Rocky Road because you stole my Bakewell tart.
I didn't steal it.
Well, I gave it
We
to
swapped. Most legitimate swap. What have you got in your mug, Daniel? And he's shouting at everybody. Not that there's anyone to shout at.
you. I have honeycomb crunchy hot chocolate.
Is it nice?
I haven't tried it yet.
I think you should try it. Sorry for sniffing. Anyway, we are moving. Busy road. Not today though. Tomorrow. We reckon it's about 2.5 hours to where we think we're going to go. And then once we get there, we'll decide whether we're staying there or whether we're going to move further down for Christmas. We shall see. And we're off again at last. Say goodbye to Shardlow and hello to, well, who knows? Who knows where we'll land? Say hello, Dan.
Hello, Dan.
He's behaving himself. No Christmas, Dan. It's not Christmas Day. How rude. I love the name of that boat. Oh, it's a bit windy. Sorry. First lock of the day done. As you can see, they've taken the chains off it now. So we're through it and on our merry way again. It's a bit windy and a bit chilly. It's a bit windier than we thought. We probably should have moved yesterday, but we were tired yesterday. This here post-COVID lack is tiring. We seem to have days of loads of energy and then days where it's like, no, we need to sleep now. So yesterday was a no, we need to sleep now day. And today is an energy day. Aren't you lucky? And he's a fishing in orange fleece today. With a blue fleece covering to protect him from the wind. He might actually need another coat later if it gets any colder. But we'll see how it goes. He seems okay at the minute. Happy to be on his little perch. Good old captain. It's amazing how a bit of sunlight changes everything. When you get days like today, where it's a bit, to be frank, it's quite dull. It's almost like the sun doesn't come up, it just slinks across the horizon before it goes back down again, and you never really feel like you're seeing any daylight. But you get a day like yesterday, I suppose. And it's revving the engine, we're off. Beans. Yeah, you get a day like yesterday where you get a bit of sunshine and the whole place looks very, very different. It's amazing what a difference a bit of light makes. There he is, waiting patiently. This is one of my favourite things about the locks on the Trent and Mersey. I mean, they're probably similar on lots of other canals, but I like this one in particular. Number one, because there's a lot of bridges over the locks. And, hang on, Ernest determined to kill me this morning by putting the lead around my legs. They also have these. I don't think all of them, but quite a lot of them do. These tiny little bridges that go across. It makes life so much easier than trying to cross a lock with a small dog. I know what you're saying, don't cross the lock with a small dog, but you know, sometimes things are just not that easy. And look what Danny bought us for Christmas. He bought it for the boat. If he'd have bought it for me, I might have hit him with it, but this is for the boat for Christmas. It's a ratchet windlass. Ooh, I'm posh now. He'll kill me if I lose it. Second lock of the day, even though it is actually lock 3. But it's the second lock that we've done. It's a very deep one. Number 3 coming up. The thing we don't like about some of these locks on here is how deep they are. Look at that. This isn't even the deep one, I don't think. There is one that's even deeper on here somewhere. Obviously climbing uphill quite rapidly. That is a big old lawn to mow, and it's stripy as well. Room for a pony. There's a swan convention. I don't think I've ever seen this many together in one place. Adults and babies, yeah, but not mixed up adults, unless they're all young adults. Anybody know anything about swans? And he says he doesn't know much about them, but he'd like to go and introduce himself. Morning, campers. The eagle has landed, so to speak. I'm going to moan now. You ready? We are moored with the backside of the boat practically underneath the railway bridge. It's a very quiet railway line. It's not like it's a main line or anything. But they did go over in the middle of the night when I was fast asleep. And I nearly had a blooming heart attack. Big rattly old thing. Danny didn't notice. Really? I said, did you hear the trains? He said, oh, I think I heard one. I was like, you didn't hear the other 4? He was like, oh no. So it's really nice here. I mean, we've got, you know, a great path. It's all concrete and we've got bins and everything and somewhere to put the van. But that just negated everything I said, didn't it? But yeah, I think we might need to move because we're under that railway bridge and we haven't really got much space in front of it. So we might have to go through this lock and trundle off up there a little bit and see if we can find somewhere else where we can park the van and the boat. Because we got guests coming for Christmas. Woo! So we need somewhere that they can park. So they can get close enough to the boat to bring all their stuff. Well, we've decided to move. The trains are just a little bit too loud. And I'd like to get some sleep. So here we are. Lock ready and waiting for Daniel. It's another one of these deep ones. Lesson learnt from last time. Maybe tie the boat on. Oh dear. There's a lot of water in some of these here canals, considering how often they run dry in summer. Andy thinks of CRT are having the Christmas party here. There's not that many of them though, really, is there? Say hello, Dan.
Hello, Dan.
There's a wild CRT man, look, he's not in his van. Hiya. Still windy. Do you think next year when I do these videos that I should invest in a microphone? Maybe we will. You'll be pleased to know that we found somewhere to moor up. So this is our journey off back down to Hertfordshire. We've got some MOTs doing, both on myself and Nanny, taking blood tests to the doctors and taking the van for its MOT and service. So while we were out, I thought I'd show those of you, particularly who don't live in the UK, our green and pleasant land, as most of the time when we're moving on the boat, you see nice weather. You don't get to see what this year has been pretty common weather. No. Yeah, say hello, Dan, quietly.
Hello, Dan, quietly.
What you got today?
Cappuccino.
Cappuccino. Me too. And he's already had about 3 different tunes. Doesn't need anything else. We've lost one of our Daleks in the wind. It jumped off the front of the boat. Afternoon, kiddies. Well, here we are. This is our Christmas home, I think. In the middle of Storm Peterbread or whatever it is now. We're having a bit of a lull, so me and Ernie are out for a trundle. It's really nice to be back on what I consider to be kind of like the more usual type of towpath. You know, where it's grass and hedges and all that kind of thing, and mud. We don't mind the mud too much, as long as it's not too much mud. It's nice and quiet. We've got no neighbours, although I shouldn't really say that, because as soon as you say that, then someone appears, usually with a generator. And as we don't have a generator, we are not used to having generator noise. I'm out here, as well, because out here in Storm Peterbread today, there's been lots and lots of people who've seen like rainbow clouds and stuff. And we were up at silly o'clock because the wind was bashing the boat backwards and forwards. So we were awake and up at 6 o'clock, so way before the sun came up. But we're kind of, I think we're facing east-west, so the front of the boat's facing west and the back of the boat's facing east. So out of the windows you can't see anything. Well, you can, but not the sun going up or down. So we missed it. So I was hoping maybe there'll be something sunsetty that's equally pretty, but we'll see. Just have to keep an eye on it. Now I'm going to go now because I keep walking into sticks and things. Oh, say hello, Dan.
Hello, Dan.
And say hello to the cows. Ooh, very good impression. Anybody mowing back? No. Maybe they don't get your accent, it's too southern. Morning all. As you can see, we've rescued the tree. It's no longer falling over on the front of the boat, but somehow managed to survive and is now inside, fully decorated and with lights on. Say hello, Dan.
Hello, Dan.